in great shape isn't just about doing the right things, it's also about stopping the wrong ones. In fact, some of the biggest obstacles to your transformation come from habits that are holding you back. So if you're serious about getting in amazing shape in 2025, I'm going to walk you through the 5 key things you need to stop doing. Yes, stop doing, because sometimes it's not about adding more, it's about letting go of what's sabotaging your progress. I'm Lewis, I'm a personal trainer with nearly a decade, yes that's 10 years worth of experience, helping over 1,000 clients, all the way from busy professionals to everyday gym goers transform their bodies without sacrificing their lifestyles. If you're short on time or want real results, stick around, and at the end of this video I'll share a completely free quiz that helps you assess exactly what's holding you back and what to focus on to get in the best shape of your life in 2025. So let me tell you about one of my clients, Ben. He was one of those clients from last year. He was a time poor, low energy, busy professional, managing a hectic career, a family and everything else that life threw at him. He felt like he was doing everything right. He was working out regularly, eating what he thought was healthy food, but still wasn't seeing the progress he wanted. He was frustrated, stressed, and he felt like he was wasting time. Sound a little familiar? The truth is, he had all the right intentions, like I'm sure you do too, but there were a few key habits that were stalling his progress, which I can almost guarantee is the same for you too. Once we made some adjustments, it was like a light bulb moment for him. Fast forward a few months, he had completely transformed his body and his energy levels too. So do you want to know what he did? Well, stick with me, because I'm about to walk you through the exact steps that made all the difference. So on that note, let's get into the 5 things that you need to stop doing if you want to get in amazing shape in 2025. Number 1, stop thinking more is always better. One of the biggest myths in fitness I see is that more workouts automatically equal more results. If you're cramming in 6 or 7 intense workouts a week over an hour in length, thinking you're crushing it, yep, that might be great for a small percentage of people, but let me tell you, you might actually be doing more harm than good. Quality beats quantity every single time. So take Ben, my client, for example. When he came to me, he was doing 6 intense workouts a week, give or take, on top of his full-time job. Family commitments and, trying to have a life. He was constantly tired, irritable, and the worst part, he wasn't seeing any real progress. I mean, to me, that just sounds like a lose-lose. He thought that more was better, but all it was doing was wearing him out. So what we did was we scaled it back to just 4 focused strength sessions a week, 30 to 40 minutes, no extra fluff, just the key movements that hit multiple muscle groups. And guess what? His body responded better. Who would have thought? His energy levels came back, his stress levels dropped, and it turns out less really can be more. And fun fact, your muscles actually grow when you're resting, not when you're constantly pounding them into the ground at the gym. So stop treating your workouts like a punishment and start working smarter, not harder. Number 2, stop doing endless cardio. Cardio, everyone's favorite fat loss go-to. If you're spending hours on the treadmill or elliptical or whatever form of cardio it may be, hoping that it's the secret to getting lean, I've got news for you. Cardio alone isn't going to get you the results you're after. I mean, don't get me wrong, cardio has its place, of course. If you're purely just looking to get lean, see abs, get in good shape, or the athletic look, strength training is where you need to spend the majority of your focus. Of course, cardio burns calories in the short term, but building muscle, as we know, helps shape your body in a way that cardio just never will. So to use my client Ben, for example, he was spending 45 minutes to an hour on the treadmill 5 times per week and still felt soft and lacked definition. So what we did was we cut that back and shifted the focus to more strength training. As I said, 3 to 4 sessions, 30 to 40 minutes in length, meaning we were keeping it intense, but we really made sure we were maximizing every single minute, particularly using compound movements like squats, presses, and rows, and the occasional arm day as well. Those are your best friends when it comes to building muscle and getting lean. Not only did he build muscle, but his overall energy and motivation improved. And he didn't have to spend hours in the gym. So if you love running, swimming, whatever form of cardio it may be, fine, keep doing it. But if you're looking to transform your body, make strength training the priority. I cannot emphasize this enough. You'll burn more calories at rest, and you'll be able to enjoy your burger without feeling guilty afterwards. Number 3 is to stop skipping sleep. Look, I know you're busy. I know it's cliche. We are all busy. But if you think you can skimp on sleep and still see amazing results, you are wrong categorically. When you're not getting enough rest, your energy dips, your cravings spike, and your workouts will suffer. It's like trying to drive a car on an empty tank. It's not going to end well, and you're not going to get very far. Ben was a classic case of the I'll sleep when I'm dead type of mentality. He'd stay up late working, watching TV, or just scrolling on his phone on social media, thinking he could power through on 5 hours of sleep. And spoiler alert, it didn't work. His progress stalled, his workouts were half-hearted, and he was unmotivated, and he constantly felt fatigued. We ended up implementing a proper pre-sleep routine, which I've mentioned on other videos too. No screens an hour before bed, winding down with a fictional book ideally, or some type of relaxing activity, and aiming for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You can also use some type of wristwatch to track this too. The difference was night and day. Ben started waking up more refreshed, his gym sessions improved, and he saw faster fat loss. Remember, when your body is sleeping, your body is recovering and repairing. Skipping sleep is like skipping your recovery. You can't perform at your best if you're running on empty. Number 4, stop jumping from one program to another. One of the biggest mistakes people make is constantly hopping from one workout to another, otherwise known as shiny object syndrome, thinking the next new thing will be the one that finally gets them in shape. Stop doing that. Progress takes time and your body needs consistency to adapt and improve. Ben was guilty of this too. One week he was doing HIIT, the next it was a bodybuilding split, and then he'd switch it up to something completely different. I mean, no wonder he wasn't seeing results. He wasn't giving his body time to adapt and grow. Once we committed to a structured plan, 30-minute strength training sessions, as I mentioned before, 3 to 4 times a week, he started seeing consistent progress. Look, it's not sexy, but sticking to the basics and being consistent will get you far better results than constantly chasing the latest trend. I guess you could apply this to any form of life as well. If you're trying to get into business and then every few weeks you're trying to switch business and switch tactic, you're probably not going to get very far. The one you stick to for the longest is the one you're going to see the best results. Don't fall into the shiny object syndrome trap. Stick with what works and trust the process. Number 5, stop going it alone. Last but definitely not least, stop trying to do all of this on your own. Look, I get it. Life is busy and you're a busy, high-performing professional. It's easy to think you don't need help, but having someone in your corner, whether it's a coach, accountability partner, or even just a supportive friend, can make all the difference. Again, I'm going to use Ben as an example. He was hesitant about this at first. He had been doing everything solo for years, like you maybe have been too, thinking it didn't need help. But once he started working with me, everything changed. Having someone to hold him accountable, guide him, and make adjustments to his plan made the process so much easier and way less stressful. I'm not saying I'm 100% the reason he managed to make results, but he had someone to hold him accountable, which I was that person. And look, remember, we all need support. I do too. Whether it's guidance on your workouts, a nutrition plan that fits in your lifestyle, or just someone to remind you why you started. Don't go it alone, you don't have to. So there's 5 things to stop doing if you want to get in amazing shape in 2025. Stop trying to outwork a bad diet, stop doing endless cardio, stop skipping sleep, stop program hopping, and stop going it alone. Focus on sustainable, high-impact habits that fit into your busy lifestyle, and you will see real lasting results. And if you're ready to take things to the next level, click the link below to take my free body health and performance quiz. It'll help you pinpoint exactly what's holding you back and give you personalized steps to hit your goals in 2025. And also, before you go, make sure to check out my last video as well. It's packed with more actionable tips to help you maximize your results in the new year. See you there.